welcome home. When I come join when I'm ranties back early. Now the program for the mind, now the program for the people, now the program with the way conscience. The host I'm ranty, social justice activist, political analyst, political educator, and the man with a stimulate nationalism and political awareness. Now we salon, now yeah we talk and play. We know they cover fire pangas. We defend against corruption, tribalism, nepotism, and every form of injustice. We welcome, oh, welcome, oh. When I come join when I'm ranties back early. Now the program for the mind, now the program for the people, now the program with the way conscience. The host I'm ranty, social justice activist, political analyst, political educator, and the man with a stimulate nationalism and political awareness. Now we salon, now yeah we talk and play. We know they cover fire pangas. We defend against corruption, tribalism, nepotism, and every form of injustice. We welcome, oh, welcome, oh. When I come join when I'm ranties back early. Now the program for the mind, now the program for the people, now the program with the way conscience. The host I'm ranty, social justice activist, political analyst, political educator, and the man with a stimulate nationalism and political awareness. Now we salon, now yeah we talk and play. We know they cover fire pangas. We defend against corruption, tribalism, nepotism, and every form of injustice. We welcome, oh, welcome, oh. When I come join when I'm ranties back early. Now the program for the mind, now the program for the people, now the program with the way conscience. The host I'm ranty, social justice activist, political analyst, political educator, and the man with a stimulate nationalism and political awareness. Now we salon, now yeah we talk and play. We know they cover fire pangas. We defend against corruption, tribalism, nepotism, and every form of injustice. We
Yawo nisi awana awisie. Fuma minu sekenu ton sukuri nu. Fambule mina kabo, plenty kushetena. And the Limbaman go say Monday. Where Limbaman tell you I do? For the create and a question. Monday, who side and day? We meant to be in Sierra Leone. And the Fulamani say Jarama. I hope say everybody did good. Today we get an Adibafa. I wonder we talk on this issue. Western education. Is it profitable? Will the profits Panam? Now Western education are the problem? Or now we now the problem? Why we become the problem? Is it not the environment where we men? The environment where we grow? How then teach we foresee life? Because mind you, we were colonized for 150 years. Sierra Leone, and colonized we longer than Nigeria and Ghana. Whopping 150 years. And that 150 years there, in my own estimation, it is clear. Say the people them, when I be the governor them, I be military people them. And we all know how the military in colony then talek, because they not come for ka empower una, they come for ka make una submit to the construct, to their ideas, to their own civilization, in their own way where they see things. And all waiting will be the see. There are me man there when they come. Na bully, suppression, supremacy. And the most important thing what we for underline here are the supremacy aspect. And mortal man, which you know, you the give. You can never give what you don't have. Now, when they talk about Western education, is it profitable to Africa? How it could be profitable? Where everything where we know is anti-African. Because remember, when the colonialists then come, then tell we say everything about us is wrong. Everything about them is correct. Everything about us is fetish. Everything about them is righteous. Their religion, na incorrect. We own it wrong. So, as it go on, the colonialists don't impact that inferiority complex. The complex of you wanting to be a white man. You black. But they don't create a kind of mentality in we where we want for change positions. That is, for let we inculcate the Western mentality. And the Western mentality is never in our interests. With the colonialists come, they come for extract, take care of the country. They don't come for can bill. Because at the arena, then they talk about corporate social responsibility with some company where they come, where you can sign a contract, you can say, I go give you 5%, but when I not worry, we go do social corporate social responsibility. That is not in our interest. Corporate social responsibility now one way, not contractual. Now a charity. Now if they feel for doing, and they not go build schools. If they build schools, safe now something of a very sub quality. And if you hear people them back when a Sierra Leone and them we go school, then they push that. I don't know that they push that. Corporate social responsibility. Now a fine thing. It's not nice. Pay the taxes then where you owe. Pay the right money and create an environment in which we people them go get a stake in that investment. When they go take grants, we know they can invest them and businesses and encourage people them for buy shares in them businesses. Then they, if we get mining company them, why they not they float them locally? Look like what you know happen na Ethiopia where they build a dam. Purely they raise the money from Ethiopia. Everything was Ethiopian. Well, now we people them, we're going to blame the PhDs. We're going to blame the professors. We get a lot of those. But how comes we still they in that strait? Where they talk about an educated person. Now, a person where you expect for possess critical thinking, effective communication skills, and a lifelong curiosity, applying knowledge wisely, ethically, to solve problems and contribute to society, not having academic credentials. We in Africa, the credentials we people then get. The critical thinking will not see them. This unbiasedness when they do anything, we know they see that they remove themselves as a person, then take the public seat, think for public interest, create wealth for everybody, improve lives, transform people them for the better of everybody, even animal them who they watch. Lion, they get pride. What's in a pride? They're proud of that group. So then they do anything for make that group they thrive. Then they work in a corporation. When they go for go prey on other animal them, then they plan them. Then get the one where they command. You get the one where they go hold the leg, the one where they go hold the animal the neck, they hip and down. Then they eat together. Because they're not saying when they're stronger together, then they thrive. But they blame Western education. How could you do that? Because we know they allow we say for think and for see the break in the connection. The Chinese man, then we get Western influence. They use them for better themselves. All waiting, then they make, that then country, when they manufacture. Now Western ideas, then they take, then compare, and they make them better. And they make them for improve their own economy. Then they copy them for invest in their society. But we worry with mankind, then they take thing they carry in their country. So we don't inculcate a habit, say, we want to be like the white man. The white man, they take the carry in their country. So where we get, that is the educated class, they want to be like the white man. So whatever they take, then they can go to the white man. So they become a stooge to the white people. They're not black anymore. They are just black physically, but mentally, they have been brainwashed in a way, or they allow themselves to be brainwashed because at the same learning, the Chinese man didn't get Western learning. At the same they get in Singapore. But how comes they use them for benefits than society, benefits than communities, benefits than people, grow their economy? Because the white man made a thief from we, bring Canada in your country. So now the new white man in America talk for say, we colonize, we independence, now be just a force. We not really get them. Now be a change of guard. We remove the white colonialists and replace the white colonialists with the black colonialists. When we brother them, we lambok. All the things them when the white man they do, nothing can do. That is for exploit the people. And the people where only they exploit, not to the same people, not the same people them when the white man they exploit, but the white man in your own position of exploitation, then they exploit the savages, that's what they call we. Then they exploit the barbarians. Then they exploit foreign people them, extract waiting them for extract from them, can go for go build their own country, go build the empire. While we now, we're black colonialists. But whatever would they do, they benefit the white colonialist because we are there representing their interests. Because everything about we educated brother them for emulate the white money pattern, a style. Look at we now. If education, and they build a country, they build people, Nigeria would have been heaven on earth because they are the most educated groups, are the most educated group in the world, the most educated ethnic group. There is no other country where they challenge Nigeria for qualifications, for credentials. Or how comes? Then they be in China, and they be in Singapore, while they get more qualifications, more certifications, more diplomas than they all put together. Now the whole world, Nigeria not number one, but Nigeria is in a mess. Why? These are the questions you need to ask. Now because Western education bad? Or not because we the Africans them, we have been brainwashed for let we feel say Western education now the tool where we need for make we superior over we own people. Because now Sierra Leone we see man we Lambo, even if you're only call and the power. That is supremacy. Why do you want to be the power? Why do you want to be superior? And if people and where they around you inferior, that means to say you get for treat them with less dignity. You get for take the dignity away from them, for let you feel being, you get for feel say you not pa. Dignity, you don't go recognizing that aspect there. You could take the self-worth away from them. You make them small so you go big. People in the can learn this book. Gets the same qualification that the Chinese then get. But Chinese man, they go back. A lot of we, when we come, we know they go back. And the reason we know they go back, it gets plus, it gets minus. Because the one them we really want to go back, or we don't go back, we see how they go kill them. Dr. Fona them. Sam Bangura, the former governor. Ibrahim Suri Fona. Ibrahim Taki. We see how they kill them. Brigadier Bangura. We see their demise just because they are convicted in working for community, working for country. They want them way na the black colonialists. They don't like it. And they will get plenty. They want them way want the supremacy amongst them fellow blacks. And then Boku. So if you go, they try for bring Afrocentric views, Afrocentric empowerment, Afrocentric beliefs, then you become a problem. Then you're a target. So if one person don't go, then seize yours, then kill him, or they incarcerate him, when they get a chance to run away, they come back. And for the one and we don't come, we don't see that. We don't want to join the status quo. Then go rather stay out. They don't go back. And at this are the problem we get. Because the one them way enthusiastic for go back. Now the one them way na the new recruits them for the status quo. They don't learn them how for be corrupt. They don't learn them how for soil the soil of the country with blood. Because anybody will disagree with them, they get for disappear, they get for kill them. And where you get a country where the head of state say it build the resource capital, then that the very people that they ambush, then they ambush the young for reach adulthood. The reason we make they say so, then they talk for say that the young they can't take over from the old. That in the future, that then get for build we country. That then we hope. But then very people there, The money them we want for invest pan them. When don't thief all. The schools them we for educate them properly for make them meet criteria. When not they build them, so they know they get the right education. The attitude way una for instill in them. When they cut them away from that and install bad attitudes. Because we problem, not to Western education. We problem, we have a bad environment. We don't install very bad perceptions, bad habits, bad character, bad mentality. Because to start with, the Western supremacists don't make we believe say everything but Africa bad. To an extent, even we the African will not trust anything African, because if an African they talk say anything will happen to an village people, what does that tell you? That tell you say he don't lost faith in the identity, in his self-worth, in who that he meant to be. If you don't believe in yourself, who that will believe in you? We have lost that. We are so feeling inferior that even mango, we the grown at Sierra Leone, we not the grown at England, we the mango fine English mango, we the mango miliju, a native mango. It's so bad that if fall big, na English fall. If the fall dry, na African fall. It's so bad that if you want for young woman, you compliment and say, oh, but you're not a local beauty. It go say that you mama local, it go cost you mama. Because you not believe say anything we local for nice. Because when they say you local, that mean you're not indigenous beauty, that you're not a local beauty. They see that as an abuse. If you want for a young woman, you want something that you feel special, tell her, say, baby, you're looking foreign. It declared, oh, thank you. You look American. Oh, a body they melt like butter pound cassava. So when people get short mentality. Now one way, everything about them is to be white. When you ask a lot of educated African whose music you like, they're not going to say they like rumba. They're not going to say they like sukisa. They will say, I love jazz. But what they feel for realize, jazz is African. But they are so removed from reality that they're not able for even recognize within now authentically theirs. When I love we look, China. All within China achieve so. The technology is Western. Then they come out with pride. With pride. Proud to be Chinese. Very orientated in the Chinese culture. Very, very, very ingrained in the Chinese traditions, culture, and identity. So when they come, whatever good they get, they can go home. What they can go home for? For transform the home environment, the home space. They not think individually. Then they think like the lion. Then they do. Then they in a pride. Everybody look for a company. Then they protect themselves against other animal them. Then they create an organized and specialized group for kill other animals. I know they say we for create within the lion and create for kill other people. We they create something similar to the lion and pride for strengthening the economy. for strengthening our society, for transform we lives, we picking in lives, we grab picking in lives. But waiting would they feel for realize, we person bad, I don't care which kind of exposure you get. If the person gets a bad mentality, education, no they refine a bad person. A bad person sound like Bowman. Bowman, I don't care what you do for him, how you men him, usa you put him. Bowman a attitude now one to swallow. Anything we come na a space. If you get blood, it is swallow. If na rat, I go swallow him. If na puss, you go swallow him. If na dog, you go swallow him. And you not go say now you get him, now you house him, now you the feed him. If you get picking where they crawl, it go near him. Whether now you picking or not, it is swallow him. Now so way a bad African is educated. Instead, it use the education as a weapon for beating young people, for maltreating young people. Immediately, a black man sabi book, we come up from then colonial, because look at the word colony, colon. What's I colon day? Now didn't they make shit that the matter money body. Why with man not call we heartney? That the heart. Why they not call we kidney? Why they not call we longini? That are the lungs. Then call we colony. They see us as shit. And we play the part very well in how we treat yourself. We treat yourself like shit. Most educated blacks, they're not go quote Chenua Achebe. They're not go quote how you call this mania? We write Lion and the Jewel. So Wole Soyinka. And go quote Shakespeare. Because they won't be amongst the Joneses. When they're better, they don't want to be Kamara, they don't want to be Toure, they don't want to be Cisse. They go carry the Cisse name just ceremonially. But the mentality is Jones, it's Williams, it's White. And that's not the problem. Look at all the education. What would brother then get? The education, the qualifications, the knowledge, but they're not proficient in practice. The only practice what they know are for misuse, abuse. The very people and what supposed to protect. How you go in a 3-story house, all the hosts that around you, na pan body, na slum. How you they feel? Lion and they in a pride, where they're all equal. They all eat together. Then they hunt together. Then they protect the territory together. But we are human beings. We are supposed to be superior to animals. But we they act worse than the animals. Because if lion then get a pride, in that pride, then they eat together and they walk together. Then they socialize together. Then they do everything as a family together. Then you come because you happen forget degree na FBC. You come England, you do a master's. Where you go now, you feel superior. Everything else Sierra Leonean is inferior. You don't want local furniture anymore. You furniture for come on Italy. You don't have to buy furniture from Sierra Leone again. Where you buy? Now Italy, now the Italian, they help. Where you buy? Now England, now the English, they help. Where you buy Sierra Leone, you help Sierra Leone and economy. Even to the peak, we know they buy Sierra Leone. We buy American, we buy English, we buy Chinese. So we get for ask ourselves, what's this disconnect today? Yes, the Chinese, they colonize them. In fact, sometimes they do some bad things then to them because the Chinese and the Indians, them, they give them opium. They really ravish the society. They make them, what's they do so now as alone with drugs, they belong to Chinese and the Indian and lull on them. This is what these people do. How we do so right now? This is exactly where they want us to be. Why we local people them so smart enough when they dream white man, then they do Fankada Masarana morning. Now because they know say white man, you cannot trust them. Immediately you dream white man, you tell any soothsayer or any elderly person they go tell you that for make Sankada man, na devil you don't see. Our people are saying this because of the attitude where they recognize by the white man. The white man, when he come to Africa, a role for exploit. Now, they don't go, the educated class will take over from them. Now then come replace the white man in exploitation. But the white man, they exploit we for Kerguna in home. We they exploit we on home for Kerguna the white man in home. And that is the sad thing. That is sad thing will happen. This is your home. Home is sanctuary. Your home, you should give your all. If the environment where you live, the stench, it is stink, it's full of stench, you would get bad smell, you get for all your nose. So why you not make them good for make you go able breathe freely? Now you home. You then are you home, you all your nose. You come to England, oh England are the place for day. But anytime where elections they come, and they make law them for limit on our presence. Now we see in America how they deport we. How they deport we. But not so we know more today. But now African them, they top na the bill. Because they don't ever value we, they don't ever respect we. Now they will we get any economic discourse. You get them very people there, we call themselves the educated class, with them complex, with them get with man, international community, the Western community, the international community. Their interest is not our interest. They're not interested in us. They don't care about our welfare. All what they care about is what they can get from us to improve their own society. What's wrong? For make we take loan from IMF, can invest them now we economy, invest them and we mines. Make sure say we country buy best part of the shares that we mine in companies. But the company then what we get, they are foreign companies. They come for can make profit. They don't come for can build with country. They come for can make profit for themselves. And the profits what they make, then they can go. And the people that they sell shares to, they are not Sierra Leoneans. They are of their citizenship. Most of the shareholder them, but with Sierra Leone company there. Now it's man them outside the country. So whatever they put in Sierra Leone, It come west. Almost people them buy shares na rutile. Almost people them buy shares and we iron ore mining or we diamond mining company. Almost none. And even with government, not get shares. If they get very minimal. Those are the areas we have to pay attention. Where you do that, you find out for say, you get more say in what they do in your country. But you bring person can for can buy, person can to you for can buy Casada. And Sierra Leone no more. Then can see how they happen. You send the person where they can buy Casada for go cut the Casada farm. They can tell you almost Casada day. If you send that person for go cut the Casada, you believe say you can give you the right count of Casada na you farm. If they undercut you, they shortchange you. If na 50 Casada day, you can't say it's na 20 day. He pay for 20. When you look at the 30 way they carry go, then he not pay you at all. Na pretend to give you. We have to be proactive in who we are. Which man no smart pass we? Chinese man no smart pass we. But then put the interest first. Nationalism. Therefore, be something where they for teach picking in a school. Make people then begin to think Sierra Leone first. Make people then deviate from upline, Mende line, Timni line, Creole line, Soso line, and we forge a new line called the Sierra Leonean line, and we eradicate all the other line and focus on the Salone line. That is nationalism. The only man we try for amalgamate Sierra Leone, Lamina Sanko, we make the slogan where SLPP shamefully they use one country, one people. That slogan they, that slogan for breed nationalism among Sierra Leonean. Now SLPP they take, then they misuse. One country, one people. SLPP not to Sierra Leone. SLPP na a political party. Sierra Leone na a country. For the party, for work for the country, you have to be more nationalistic. So when you're at a party, all you thinking now how to use the party for make the country better for all. But now, people they want to lead the party, they want to lead the country, but in party, they are more interested in than the country. Everything what they do, it's honorable. Nobody in Salone will get SLPP passport. But they really call themselves SLPPian. Then they take the mentality, then they take the party as the nationality. The same way the APC, the APCian. APC na your nationality? Where your APC passport? You see, with priorities, they're wrong. If we not orientate ourselves, but who that we be, who we are, we not orientate ourselves deep into this Sierra Leoneanness. We're not able for change positively. Because Sierra Leone, we national anthem say, I will exalt thee. Which you exalt as something where you idolize, where you lionize, where you appreciate, where you devoted to, where you appreciate to a high level. Now you exalt. They say land for the free. Are we free? Nobody no day at the world. We they enjoy freedom if he poor. Poor man no they enjoy freedom. If you poor, you can never be free. You are dependent. And now order they feed you, they control you. So you are not free. Until we grasp them principle then yeah. And the reason this will make the educated class then determine for continue for do the with man work. Because they not say immediately people then find a mojo, then find out for say freedom, real freedom, go cancel them when they get financial freedom. And once the people then get that, they will pay their own rent for themselves. They will pay school fee for them picking them. They're able to do things for themselves without depending on any politician. They're not going to sit down and wait for me, they can give them one bag rice. They're able to buy them for themselves. You go find out for say. Things like us having elections and not getting results, it not going to ever happen. Because the people them go take their obligations very seriously. But because of poverty, our people have abdicated in their responsibilities. How you go give away your natural rights? What's in your natural rights? Freedom of speech. The right to express yourself. The right for choose your own religion. Freedom of movement. The right to associate. You not get for afraid because now when they want to make you feel scared, and then the whole meeting at their host. There is nothing wrong for that whole meeting at my host. Now my host, I get rights for do whatever I want for do they once and all break the law of the land. One of the fundamental rights then of a human being na interaction. Because God make we for interact. It is natural. We are made to interact. We cannot live in isolation. And it's our right to protest. Now, right. A baby feels uncomfortable. She cries. Until it's corrected, she will not stop crying. That is protest. And one of the very first things people learn, and one of the first words when they come out as small picking and mouth, when they begin to talk, now no. They don't learn yes quick, picking don't learn yes quick. The very first word when they come out of their mouth, besides papa, because papa and the other one, picking they learn for call papa before mama. And that's fact. Then the next, now no. Small picking anything, no. Because they learn for protest. Because protest now a social skill with fundamental to your survival. And if you're not possible when I yes a possible, nobody not respect you. But then I walk over. As they don't say you're not possible, we can say no. They say, then they strict so not too easy walk over. If you get for do something with them, you have to work really hard. Because that person where they protest. If it's not right, it not go give you the support where you look for. If you're there around them, you get for pull up your socks and do the right thing. So if we get a society where people don't abdicate in their social responsibilities, their responsibility for all the politicians to account, but rather they abdicate. Hey, let fam, na the leader, let decide, what he decide no more. What he say? You know how much power you don't give that person there? You know how you don't sell your community to that person? How una go expect 1 grain person for decide for 8 million? 1 grain person. In case he gets it wrong. That means to say 8 million go suffer. Una deserve that? Why una not go scrutinize the evidence? Look at what he say. So the problem not to Western education. The problem is the environment so we grow. We environment, now the very environment where the white man creates for we. Mind you, Sierra Leone was colonized by the English for 150 years. But before that, the Arab them first. The Arab they done it from the 10th century. All the religious book there where them bring come, all now for brainwash we, for control we. And they have succeeded in doing so. We are not seeing now, who then the pastor them? Who then gets the missionary role? Now we brother them, and then do them crusade them. And they carry them lie, wheelchair them, for do lie miracle. But una still, they allow them for drive on a like steering. When they turn on a left, on a turn. They turn on a right, on a turn. That make a Mark say, it's a religion. An opioid. Within an opioid, an opium, that's not drug. It give we temporary relief. But that make we something happen to we. It is too much work for us to resist. Because when you resist, it comes repercussions. We don't want repercussions. No. I left me Keski God. God is not going to get involved in it. God don't give you characteristics as a living person. Smell, breathing, excretion, response to stimuli, all the one in there. Now tools them where God give you for let you make decision, because God wants us to make that decision for ourselves. He wants us to grow. God not wants we for let we be dependent on him. But religion can make we depend on religion. So the religion tell we for saying that God for depend on. God send we on this earth. He say, go ye forth and procreate. That now for reproduce. So just for make picking them, for make businesses, for make farms, for improve our environment, multiply. Anything church, for make and let a boku. So that we go improve the quality of life. Now that make, if you're in a place, you're not comfortable at the place not smell good, the place not meet criteria, you know to stone, we inanimate. You know to house, we inanimate. You're not mortal man. God don't give you the choice for stay there and smell the scent or you move. If you choose for stay there, then shut up. And this is what we are doing where we call God but with foolishness. We get an environment way bad. We get a choice to change it. But we refuse for change them. But we complain. That means they will not want them. The question is, with all that here, what they happen, what are we going to do about it? Are we going to let it lie? Or are we going to organize? For make una organize, una get forget unity of purpose. But right now, as we did so, we get Mende line, we get Timney line, we get Creole line, we get Muslims, we get Christians. But the thing we most important, we most significant to forget, the Salon line. That means to say, we all come together as a people. We create a plan agreeable to all. Create an ideology where we all believe in, where we all prepare to stand for, fight for, even die for. Until we do that, the political class will continue for the kick we like football. We go turn to Bofun. Whether they take we, it cross we to Dande. We run behind Dande. Dande cross and to Dande. Whether they break him, he yank you. He give you my lower. He card you. He kick out to the other one. This is the life we've been living. I remember where we be small, they come up. we Sierra Leoneans had a little bit of conviction, a little bit of belief. Institutions be they work. Because people will be the lead their institutions then they, and will be the work at the institutions then they be proficient in what they do. They understand what they do, and they prepare to stand for what they do. Because we see Sambangura, a bank governor, where they want to make OAU a questioner. He says, is it in our interest? He says, if it's in our interest, let's don't do it. He give a professional advice with only dangers then where they then kill him Salomon and set them up. But before they kill Sambangura, Fona wrote a resignation letter. When you read them, you get the chills. Dr. Fona had been a pediatrician, very educated, but he was very Afrocentric. He believed in Africa, he believed in the people, and he believed for Bill in the letter. He said, Shakia, see how my guy becomes so arrogant and so dysfunctional. I join you for let reject that notion, but I not be no for say. You get worse appetite for power. Because at the beginning, when you begin to show that tendency there, I thought now be just, glitches them. But I find out, say, that is who you are. Let us make her resign. Because I had a lucrative career. I left it to come and work for my people. And you, not to pursue with the work for the people. So I'm not prepared for work with you. Then kill him. Akibobet. Then beat and take and throw him from his ceiling. That ceiling he go hide. Why? Because he be patriotic. He want to make a difference. Then see him as an obstacle. Then eliminate him. And this is like a pattern of behavior. We they see him. Almost school they would not make Sierra Leone. Whenever it not suits them, they concoct artificial coups. Lie and people that wouldn't know for say patriotic. And when they do that, we they stand aside and they watch. Not only business. What's waiting the person affects for, it affects we all, directly and indirectly. So the education, people that don't get them, maybe they act like the Chinese. Maybe one for acts like the Singaporeans. But the way we then treat them and how we, the Sierra Leoneans, them, supported the active participants in their actions, then that make we complicit. That make we passive contestants. We took part. Because if somebody they do something bad, you sit down there, you set your mouth, you are probably 3 times worse than the person who they do bad. That make Einstein tell we, say, evil. People that when they do evil, when they practice evil, when they practice wickedness, he said not to them get for pull the wall. He said now we they team up, they watch them and not do nothing. Now we was past them. I repeat, then one them when they do evil, when they do wickedness, spiritual wickedness, physical wickedness, political wickedness, financial wickedness, where they use money for abuse other people them, where they thief money, where for go and school, where for go to hospital, where for go and things that where for benefit. The weak, the vulnerable, the less able. We want to team up, they watch them people and know they do that. Now we are the very evil one them. Because the people them, we show them tendency, they're very few. But we will stand and watch. We will overpower them. We will override them. Mind you, with constitution, and every constitution of the world get this particular line. Sovereignty belongs to the people. From whom anybody where they up, they derive the power. So nobody where they up, they get power if we not give them. And if now we they get the power, we get the right to take it. We don't employ house boy, then you employ an Noibu Saka. It's not possible. It's not possible. So Western education, and the same education we Chinese get, Indian get, South Africa get, Singapore get, Botswana get. When I look Botswana then gets independence after we. But then get purpose. And when they learn, when they get the independence, they don't get people that always have a book. The people that have a book, they don't reach 20. When we get independent, people that don't begin get degree in Sierra Leone from the 18th century, from the 17th century. Sierra Leone will be the Athens of Africa. Bookman and plenty. If you want to go on independent talks, Bookman and be the Bibribe. But the outcome was bad. Just like the tripartite. PhD was not the question. But the outcome was bad. Because people are not good. For go try to get an outcome for the country. APC wants outcome for APC. SLPP wants outcome for SLPP. It come back to what I don't say. Mende line, Timney line, party line. But to not get a Sierra Leonean line. We get for change of mentality. Anybody we want for run with country. If we interview them, the most important criteria for be the Salon line. Are you going to toll the Sierra Leonean line or Timney line, Soso line, party line, up line? If the answer is yes for Sierra Leonean line, let's vote for that person. If the person come, he tell us a Salon line he wants, now there they go. He brings him in line, we eliminate her immediately. Because we know say in order for the country interest. Because if you didn't have Salon line, that means to say you could bring equal opportunity. You could bring fairness. You could bring unity. You go and with that unity there is strength. And also diversity nice strength. We get diversity in Sierra Leone. But we are so much in denial. People are still busy. They say they're not pure Fuller. They're not pure Timney. Me not pure Mende. We don't have pure of those tribes anymore. I could challenge anybody. And I say this now, any broadcast where they do that. Make every Sierra Leonean go check a heritage. 3 generations, just 3 generations backwards. A parents, a grandparents, and a great-grandparents. If you don't see mixture across, then 3 generations in there, I will give you Rantlana, you beat me. But if I am correct, why would they force and fight over something when a natural achievement? We will for celebrate as Sierra Leoneans. And one of the reasons that's where we need for forge a Sierra Leonean line. That line where we all go there. Because Sierra Leone are the only country We gonna anybody else. He gets a graduation picture hanger. Because our nature is not one of proficiency in your areas of expertise. Our main aim, now forget the credential, hanger napala, with no practice, no purpose, no direction, none whatsoever. Almost every salon man will get a degree, he gets picture. If he miss ever get picture na mipala. Because now the credentials that we're interested in, they letter them before we name. But have we produced adequately for improve with society? In the process, improve with self. You cannot improve yourself if your society don't improve. If you get all kind of nice motor the road bad, you know they enjoy them. If you get money, you get generator. They make noise by you neighbor them. All that noise pollution. When things go wrong, they're coming for you. Because you've not shown love, you've not shared. So why you want to stand out? Because you remember Baski. That means the man is different. He stand out. Why do you want to stand out? That's a supremacy. Anything we go for do supremacy, it's wrong. What's supremacy? Day. Peace not a day. Why? Because for you to be supreme, you can forget others for submit. And nobody not they submit freely. You get for force them to. And when you do that, they go resent. And who's resentment day? Kuskas DBN. Resentment. Who's day? Italek. Who's you see Agbolo. No say Agbadu DBN. Cobra. And then they call Agbadu. You know, they talk about one, you left the other. Because we talk about peace, now the absence of disturbance. One of the nastiest disturbances now the world of poverty. And we get that being a salon. And the people and when they cause the poverty, now they want them, we determine for keep all the wealth to themselves. And then determine for make arrangement with the West for take the butter and left the cream for themselves. Then they left we with the bolo bolo. And that for stop. So the education, a good thing. Not a Whitman start education. Where people in Africa be the land book, they be live in the caves. People don't even know say algebra. Not a Whitman do. Pythagoras, not a white man. Even the numbers who they use in Arabic. But how comes they don't exceed? We in every sector, we get money past them. Then get industry. We get the raw material. Without the raw material, there is no industry. So why we get the raw material, then get the industry, then they exploit the raw materials from we, before to get buy you now or sell you. For make them able to do that, somebody within open the back door. And the people in way open the back door. Now then we bad brother there. When they busy, they parade with the PhDs, the double masters, the professorship. What do you they excuse me? What do you they profess? Mean a professor. Remove the suffix. When they say they profess, you they profess knowledge in something. You they profess knowledge in biology, profess knowledge in physics, profess knowledge in mathematics, profess knowledge in English. So you where they profess, now you get the responsibility for support you claim. and how you dey support your claim. If you dey profess knowledge in biology, you get for sure proficiency in biology. You get for sure adequate accreditation by you good achievements within that profession there. Your ability for make a difference, for do the research the way you need. Like how Dr. Davis Nichols, now a doctor, but not just a doctor. Now a doctor will make a difference. Without Dr. Davis Nichols, the world not for bigger insulin. He contributes. That is show proficiency. It show ability. It show a professed knowledge in the area by doing something others not able to do. Somebody like Koso Thomas, he did the same. He make a lot of achievements and he is respected, renowned, and known all over the world. Dr. Monty Jones, he win Nobel Prize for a contribution in agriculture as a plant breeder. But most of we brother them, they won't forget the title, but they're not able to profess anything in the area of expertise. That means for support then claim, then just get the degree for decoration, not just credentials. Dr. This, ask him. Almost people they don't write. Waiting you don't do within your field of expertise. What you don't contribute now you field. Because when they talk about, when they talk about achieving qualifications, you can forget credibility within that field. For just the work and no more with letter than before you name. Because that is one of the obsessions we will get in Sierra Leone. We like titles. We work out like Portman tool. If Saloma not able to get PhD, he not able to get LLB, he not able to get any letter before he name, he go maker for me and call himself allergy. That's not the easy way forget title. And that is the mentality. It's so sad. Look at Nigeria. The whole world, they talk am. Say nobody knows how book reach them. But the one in which Sabi book, what did they don't do for Nigeria? Where the Chinese man in land book, then they bring and can China. Where you can China, you ask him for make computer. He agree, they learn for maker. He make for you, he make for himself. He make for you, he make for himself. So anything you can show him, he learn them and he try for learn them over and above. He learn them over and above. Over and above. So that it will create employment for others in a community. So that the resources not go only go, but could they left behind. Because then go make the thing, then give you, you go profit. But they don't get the knowledge. Then they make sure say then transfer them for their own benefit. When they get Apple go for go make na China, Apple let's say begin to make Huawei. Or how they call it Huawei or Huawei, whatever they call them. But they get their own telephone. And then telephone they do exceedingly well. These are the things we have to take very seriously and learn from others, because when you're educated, you will learn, from others. When the Americans, they make social network, let's have them make their own TikTok. America don't jealous them, say America say they for sell and get them by force. So anything where you make, then they can make their own. We now, we dey enjoy for use other people their own. Then we dey bluff for coming and back. Me, I get access. You dey read people and they bluff. Me, I dey na this program. Me, I get my credentials. Then they na how they call themselves. Na then they get the things that they can talk. Because you wait there na a Western group, now you civilize. You where go na Western nightclub, now you civilize. You where they do the Western things, they wear Western clothes, now you civilize. Anybody where they do African thing, a primitive, a crude, a munku, like a lot of people can say to me, now future you man, I say no, I may not apply. How comes you talk good Creole? So people are already free to salon, people are already upline, not a salon and they. So upline Creole, not meant for them. All anything they show how supremacy so ingrained in our society. We get a country, one Sierra Leone, but people are within a freedom facing them better pass the one where they apply. So man can one use that for blame the Creole and say the Creole and feel superior. Not a Creole man get that attitude there. Now everybody within a freedom, then facing them better pass people them apply. At one time, now predominantly Creole then did a freetown. So they may blame the Creole. But the upline people that don't go join in a freetown, then they feel the same way about we where they upline. Because the one and where they upline, they go name Fatu. As he reach freetown, he name Fatima. He go there upline, he name Adama. As he go freetown, he name Amanda. He go there upline, he name Colette. As he reach freetown, he name Carl. Or he go there upline, he name Kali. As he go freetown, he say name Carl. He go there upline, he name Santigi. As he go freetown, he call him say Tigi. Because they feel inferior. And they feel see them within the city, they're superior. But that's make they no one for make create incentive, bring things that can upline for encourage people and for move go upline so that they go create an equal society. Some of we the first for get egalitarian society. How we go do that? That for we were educated for try for inject certain principles them in we culture, in we habits, in we mentality, in we attitudes. I don't care what kind of qualification you get. If you come up from a bad background in which society, West Africa, now a bad place. We don't create toxic environment to an extent that even when we get something positive, we're not able to use them positively for all. Rather, we use them for punish all. Look like a man called Senge. He gets a 5 degree. He go specialize for make prosthesis. That's for make false hand and false foot for people that will amputate. You come back, your area of expertise, you don't get any accreditation in that area. You don't make one fingernail. You depend on politics because now they money they for chief. So the expertise where you get for solve problems, you use them for be a good thief. When we get we early politicians, they not have a better book. See a Kamatila no get degree. SST Kuroma no get degree. SST Kuroma no get degree. Some of no be get degree. Errol Kagbo no be get degree. But Errol Kagbo no get degree. He was the best transport minister. Now the man will bring the most efficient bus system as Sierra Leone. Man will not get big degree. He did more in transportation as Sierra Leone, past all the degree holder them put together. You get money like SAKD. You get money like Kamax. You get money like when I have a book or we learn small book, but they achieve more. We first prime minister. Now is a big book. He gets arts degree. He gets BA in history. The man are both artist and scientist. Then he go do medicine. Then get if a smart piece a big book. But in those days, even the lawyer them, most of them not be get degree, a diploma and then get, because most of them are apprenticeship, then you do the professional exams. Like anybody, go check them. Like anybody, go check them. That's how it was. But the people then will be less educated. Then get moral standpoint. Pass with brother that we get the PhD then now and the master's them and then big credentials. Then be afraid. Within society could say about them. Then why they not care? They not give a hoot. They not care who they hurt. All they care is how they go oil them pocket. Once they get their oil, they don't care if gasoline go na your pocket. All they go do is scratch matches. Then you roast to death. Because the less people there, it's better for them. And this is the reality. And we have to say that in there. SLPP busy. One country, one people. But when they say one country, one people, always you read one political party, one tribe. That's what you should say. But the slogan, one country, one people, is a nationalism chant, slogan for encourage nationalism. How are you going to preach nationalism? Now, a cross-section of the society. You take a small sample of Sierra Leone and when are the SLPP. You say one country, one people. Then you read the facility they talk for say, right now in Sierra Leone, the only pure Sierra Leonean them. Now SLPP. That was a statement with CID for the invite them and ask them why. He say what he say. Because that is not a good statement for unity in the country. That is not a statement for we believe in an egalitarian society, a society where we all equal, a society where now one Sierra Leone is a low line. She is one of those people who believe in Kono line, Mini line, Soso line, Timini line, Mini line, Up line. Where would they say all those other line them before eradicate them and forge a new line called the Salo line? When that line we all for Team Up BN. How you, the wife of the president, could say the only people them we matter, the only people them we needed, we functional, we better, not just the people in our APC, SLPP. So how about the people in our APC? How about the people in our NGC? How about the people in our all the other 16 party them? They are not Sierra Leonean, but they don't invite them. In fact, they clap back for them. Would they see the wrongs? How many Sierra Leoneans come out and condemn that behavior there? Because most Sierra Leoneans, especially the educated one, them, they don't abdicate their responsibilities. They don't abdicate. And they not only abdicate in their responsibility, they have done injustice to the country. They don't undermine the Constitution. Because if somebody come out, he says something we're not constitutional, it is incumbent on every Sierra Leone for team up and condemn his behavior. Condemn what he say and challenge him for apologize. If possible, we for prosecute him. But we always they stand and watch and wait for international community. We don't go forever come. We busy. They promote Christianity. Some man even talk for say, them beloved of Abraham family. Now Jerusalem you come out. Jerusalem they get water for drink, even though na semi-desert. They get water for drink. They get Jaffa biscuits. They get Jaffa products. They get nuclear weapon. We don't even make rubber fac. Sling self will not be make a yen. Then the other one they come out. Yeah, Muslim. I get for do things the Islamic way. And America na day you live. You can get water for drink or even in a desert. You get in Australia, you get 7 rivers there. And Boku rainfall, you don't get water for drink. Make a decision where they bless you. You busy. You have to be Arab. See, these are the things. Not so the education are the problem, not the attitude. It's like where you get Vaseline. Vaseline will only be useful if your foot clean. But if you get dirty foot, your foot get dust, you run Vaseline pants up the dust. You know, go serve you no good. Then they happen in Sierra Leone with a very clean clothes, pan dirty body. But you want very clean clothes, go wash first. So clean clothes they can incorporate into a clean body. That's not rocket science. Education, not a refine people in character. If you're not thief man, you get PhD. You're not a thief man, we get PhD. If you're not layman, you get PhD. You're not a layman, we get PhD. Western education, not a refined bad character. That is not the role of education. People in the field to say education, Western education, na a capsule where you see you take all your bad habits, they go. No, a thief would go to the West, acquire a PhD in any applied sciences. But a thief would be a thief. Just like how Bowman could be Bowman. I don't care how you nice to Bowman. It is sweller. Anything we get life within your. Even you where they feed that you baby, you left up, it go swell at you. It go swell around. Even you where they feed them, if you forget yourself, Bowman go swell at you. Not so bad person turn. So now bad people them, we get too much now with society. And until we sanitize their mentality, until we eradicate them with greedy mentality, when they say na possible they hit like when they eat like dog, they much the dog is like big eye. You know, they think about others. And life is never about you, it's about others. Politics is never about you, it's about others. You cannot go into politics and you're thinking about yourself. You shouldn't be thinking about yourself. You should be thinking about how you would make the community better for all. How you create equal opportunities for all. How you go improve lives. How you go transform the people, them skills. Transform their lives. Transform them pocket. Transform how they think positively for make we go day together in harmony. But one thing we not go able day in harmony. One thing that we go make we not ever day in harmony. What's why poverty day? Harmony not the day. Because poverty is very disturbing. Bele no get holiday. Bele very ungrateful. I don't care what you eat yesterday or the day before yesterday. You'll have to eat back. You have to eat tomorrow. Bele not give you day off. Bele is active, angry. He's not a respecter of anybody. And we people are angry, then desperate. And person with desperate, it can do anything. We wanna go put angry people there in power. But you wanna for no shit, not they go upwards and downwards they go. So when I go put angry person, we get diarrhea up on our head. Now on our head the people. Go on at the bottom. Famble them. Today, I want to tell all man thank you. We take part in this conversation. This Western education, if you don't profit way, it's for be profit way if we get the right attitude. Not only Western education are the problem. Now we attitude then what we get. And we attitude, we form them based on the colonial extraction syndrome. It don't affect we all. Any side we dey with the traffic copy the with man. Within the with man teach for do for extract. Within our extraction, now for let you take from. Tell like you chambanga, we take banga, you chamam, we don't chamam, you suck all the juice, you beat the chaff. You dirty the ground for other people, and not other man sokamo. It's a very parasitic life. We not get symbiotic mentality. The which man not bring symbiosis can Africa. Now parasitism then bring. So this extraction, it don't make we don't turn parasite. Now we don't turn parasites by we own people. Waiting painful. The things which man they do, then they can exploit with women them. They call them jumbul, when they can sleep with African women them. Left picking at the hand, then go. Now guess what they do? Now we, the diaspora and them, we go back home with dollar for go exploit young titi them. Give them sick. Then we took sick day back bring camp. Now we own community them. Kangi we weft them and scatter them na the Western community. Then they go in view, say they get money, they have power because of that dollar or the pounds where they get. The thing where they with mommy they do, what we they condemn. Now we they do. So that is the wrong mentality. And they go flash dollar. Abuse it to them, just like how they with man they do. All the things that we do with man they do. Now we they do that now. And when they do unto with man, now we own very community we go practice them. Then we will can now with man country, we can behave like how with man they behave in their own country. We follow law and order. What a shame. Fumble them. Now we come, now we they go. We want for tell you boku thank you. We join with today. This program here, we will continue with them because it gets a lot of aspects. Next time, we will look how we go try for change with people and attitude for make Western education where we get begin give with the profit where Singapore then they enjoy, where Botswana they enjoy, where China they enjoy, where India they enjoy, where Pakistan they enjoy. Because all them countries then they now the same education where we come acquire. Now they acquire. But how come they work for them? We know they work for Nigeria. Ghana there, Ghanaian they don't even work for them. It can be the same for us if we change our attitude. We will talk about that in the next show. Then and now, we want to tell Una thank you from the buffer. We appreciate Una. The buffer and Una, they work in synchrony for what we achieve for the Salo line. God bless then and now, and the board of trustees, the board of governors, and the producer, Mr. Prince Koma, want to tell you thank you. Keep doing the good work. Keep fighting for educate and for enlighten with people so they go able to make choices for themselves and not just ordinary choice, informed choices. We go able to make we country grow. Wednesday, I go back Naya, they do the same thing. And Friday, the women's roundtable. Beautiful, intelligent, powerful women. Women them we are so proud of. And we need more women them for join the train of freedom. they train, we go elevate with people them. We go inform with people them. And improve their lives. Because you see, with all seriousness, if you educate a man, you just educate one person. But you educate a woman, you don't educate a whole generation. You don't educate a whole country. Now that's make a glad with women that don't take the table. They don't take the responsibility for come out and do what women and they do best, better than men. We thank the women and they, Dr. Babi, Madam Khadija, Madam Moy, and Madam Susan. I want to thank you. And all the other people that we don't stand by and watch what's they happen and keep them out shut. I tell you, thank you. But for those we see them, for can condemn the one them, we at least them brave for challenge the status quo, try for hold them accountable for the good of all. Shame on una. Fambulem, na Imran T the setata. The Bafa will join una again now na living room them on Wednesday. Thank you.
Welcome, oh, welcome, oh. When I come join when I'm Ranty's Bafa. Now the program for the mind, now the program for the people, now the program with the way conscience. The host I'm Ranty, social justice activist, political analyst, political educator, and the man with a stimulate nationalism and political awareness. Now we salon, now yeah we talk complain. We know they cover fire upon grass. We dey fight against corruption, tribalism, nepotism, and every form of injustice. We